What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Hello, people. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope life's going good. Just gonna go ahead and tweet this out real quick, and we'll get started here in a second. Hello, everybody. Good to see all of you. Gonna try to make live streaming a regular thing. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So, today, as you guys can see from the title, we're here to discuss a gentleman who doesn't seem to like me very much. So for in terms of the debate thing, it was in the air for today, but I think unless he changes his mind, the debate is going to be tomorrow. He said we'll get into that in a little bit, but just to let you guys know what exactly was going on. So basically, I made a tweet recently at one of the people who was voting for ID verification, the Kids Act, right? And I was talking about the fact that I was criticizing them for supporting it, right? And saying, oh, thank you for the 10 gifted blue, appreciate it. Let's get some W's from a man blue. Hey, Nick got a membership, nice. Let's go ahead and get some blue emotes from a man blue, appreciate it. But yeah, so basically I was going ahead and criticizing one of the politicians that supported the Kids Act in Congress, right? And so I said, how does mandating ID age verification and forcing everyone to hand over their biometric data protect kids? You guys don't know how data leaks and the internet in general works, and yet you try to make invasive ass laws for us to follow. Thank you for all the W's for blue, appreciate that. But yeah, so I was just making this tweet, right, at this representative, right? And keep in mind, I didn't actually at anyone. Like, I didn't tag anybody in the tweet. I didn't even mention Jon at all. So I guess he either found this through the grapevine on his feed or whatever, or he found this tweet on my profile. Maybe he was taking a look at the profile or whatever. So I said that. And so he replied to me with what I would consider to be a very ridiculous, strange, and honestly vile reply, where he said, it protects kids by making it way harder for them to access the type of weird, violent, fetish adult videos you presumably fap to on a daily basis. Hope this helps. Wow. First of all, that is absolutely disgusting. Secondly, some of you guys might be wondering who this guy is, right? So this is everything here is claimed on his own bio over here. But what's up, Stuart? How you doing? But he says that he's apparently a senior advisor of the APP project, or AP project, American Principles Project. He's a former Trump official, apparently. And he previously worked for the FTC. I don't believe he's a current employee of the FTC. FTC is a Federal Trade Commission. So I guess they like regulate speech or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I know they made the COPPA law and stuff like that. But yeah, so this guy had a problem with what I tweeted there. And yeah, he accused me of fapping to violent fetish adult videos. So I was like, okay, I guess, right? And I don't want to show this tweet too much because the more it's on screen, the higher chance I have to get demonetized. But so, you know, I would like to say I'm a pretty nice person, right? I'd like to say I for the most part, I will never make personal attacks about anyone unless it's warranted, like they did some sort of horrible crime or whatever. But he accused me of doing that, right? Now, I'll get into some of the stuff that we talked about in the DMs later. Obviously, I'm not going to leak the DMs, but I was like, okay, so you want to do like playground insults, so I'll clap back at you, right? So to his so to his tweet, you know, the thing about him saying I presumably fapped to violent fetish adult videos, I said, if you're so confident on your position, why don't you come on a live stream and let's talk about it? Are you just a Twitter troll, or can you actually defend your stance? Also, I would avoid making personal attacks if I were you, considering you look like an inbred Eggman. I know I'm laughing at my own joke, but I thought that was fucking hilarious. Oh, man. So because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't make personal attacks about anybody. You guys know my videos. You guys know I don't go into anybody like that. But, I mean, if you're going to come at me, then if we want to do playground insults, man, I mean, I grew up in the hood, man. We can do that if you want, you know what I mean? So, I just thought that was funny. And so he starts like tweeting at some other people as well. So basically, one of this guy's main points that he always says is that everybody against IDH I'm so glad you guys like that joke. But you know, he always says everybody against IDH verification, they're like he will always mention the fact that they like watch anime and that they're like losers who watch like fetish adult videos. I'm not going to say the P word because I'm probably going to get demonetized, right? So, you know, obviously it's a very immature way to like combat the people who disagree with you, right? Somebody disagrees with your position, therefore you minimalize it and say, oh, you know, that you just watch adult video or you're a freak or you're a weirdo or something, right? So some people did some digging over here and they apparently found, keep in mind, he apparently is against anime, right? So people did some digging over here, especially this Julie person over here, and they found that he's apparently a huge Pokemon fan. So after insulting anime fans on this platform relentlessly for months, it turns out Schweppe himself, or Schweppe, I don't know how to say his name, sorry, himself is into a form of anime, even traveled and played in the tournaments. And his friends don't want to dox herself by giving a real identity. Does she realize that Jon wants to put an end to anonymity on the internet? So we go and take a look over here. My man was apparently in the World Championships for the Pokemon trading game. Who's that right there? 9th to 16th place. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive there, Jon. And honestly, I honestly think that that's cool. I mean, I'm a nerd, so, you know, whatever, you know, but I think that that's cool that you're, you know, playing with trading cards or whatever. But he doesn't seem to think so because he's always roasting people while liking anime, right? So, so he replied to this person who's like herself is like a political advocate. We've had a few interactions on Twitter. She seems nice enough. He said, Pokemon is anime in the same way Julie is a, quote, respected policy analyst. So basically he's trying to like burn her or like roast her or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you say everybody who disagrees with you watches anime and is like a loser or whatever. But then when you get exposed for participating in Pokemon as a game, then you try to make it seem like Pokemon's not an anime, but it is an anime. Like, that's not like a debatable thing. You know what I mean? I mean, we don't need to Google this. It is an anime. Right? So, yeah, as you guys were saying in the comments as well, right? So anime literally just means Japanese animation, bro. Exactly. Yeah. So it was weird, right? So then the Julie person replies and says, your obsession is legit creepy, but I get it. I have an autistic stepson who is also a huge Pokemon fan and is similarly socially awkward and also makes attempts at rage bait, but you're better at it than he is by far. Thanks for the public shout out crediting me as a respected policy analyst, really just a mom on a mission to protect kids. And she, you know, lists some stuff that shows that Pokemon is an anime. So, you know, I mean, again, not a debatable thing. Pokemon is an anime, right? But yeah, so this is kind of like one of his like main cards that he throws out at people like, hey, you like anime and you're a fucking loser because of that, right? Or you watch violent fetish videos or whatever, right? So keep in mind, right, throughout this stream, guys, I'm going to try not to go in too hard at him, right? And the reason why is because we currently have a debate scheduled for tomorrow, and I don't want him to find any excuse to get out of it. Not one excuse to get out of it. I don't want it to be because I'm mean or whatever, because, I mean, that's not even my nature anyways. I never, like, insult people like that. I mean, but if you want to dish it, then if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? If you want to dish it, then we're going to go and take it, right? But thank you for the $2 shiny evolution. Play Pokemon, need to remove this position, man. Thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so anyways, so, you know, we had this interaction over here. And then I noticed that after I, you know, did the Eggman tweet at him, which again, I know I'm laughing at my own joke, but I thought that shit was hilarious. I go and see that he's tweeting at, you know, some other people about some like other irrelevant stuff, right? So he replies to the thing that we just showed where Julie proves that Pokemon is an anime, which again, I can't believe that this is a debate. Like, that it is an anime. Well, what? How are we debating this? And he said, Lamau, she can't stop Poke posting. And by the way, he gets ratioed in every single post, but I don't think he cares. I think he's like rage baiting, you know what I mean? But I replied to him with this. Because I mean, he called me out, and then I called him back out for like, hey, why don't we have a discussion about this? Let's talk about this, right? And then he kind of just like was like ignoring my tweets or whatever. Maybe he just didn't see them or whatever. Thank you for the $5 antagonistic. Appreciate it. You could say he's an intellectually inept being. Been wanting to use that on someone for a long time. Thank you for the $5 antagonistic. Appreciate it. But yeah, so then I tweeted that image at him. Didn't get a reply either. But then so again, he starts going back in on that Julie person. And this will be something that I want to ask him in the debate as well, because it's just like, does he have like some like do these two have beef or something? Because like he was going in on her, like as if they have like some like previous issue or whatever. I'm good, Silver. How are you doing? Thank you for asking. I'm good. Thank you for asking. But yeah, so he tweeted at her again and said, Julie just inadvertently confirmed what we all suspected. She's working closely with State Links, Justin Hill, a tech lobbyist, right? Thank you for the gifted sub on Twitch, Blue. Appreciate it. Let's get some W's for Blue again. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $2 on YouTube by Didi. Noah, unless the furry 4chaners. Thank you for the $2, dude. But anyway, so he starts tweeting at that same lady again, saying that she's working closely with whoever this is. Again, I have no idea what this is about. Maybe people who follow politics can fill me in here. Notice the screenshot she posted has his ex profile picture. He sent it to her. That's how she's getting paid, LOL. So I guess his point is that this Julie person is getting paid to attack him or something. I don't know. He posted some screenshots here. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here, to be honest. But, you know, again, like I had made 2 tweets to him at this point, you know, trying to get him to, you know, answer for like, hey, do you want to have a conversation about this? And so I tweeted at him again and I said, I noticed you're always willing to tweet irrelevant bullshit, but never willing to engage in civil debate about your position on digital ID laws. All right. I'm doing a live stream at 6 p.m. about you, which, hello guys, how you guys doing in chat? That's what we're doing right now. Come stop by and tell us why you support mass surveillance laws, right? So I was like, all right, I mean, I don't think he's going to bite here, but just to see, right? Let's just see if he wants to, right? Because again, you guys know me at this point. You guys have seen my videos. I don't like make videos insulting people, or I mean, I've made videos calling people out, but I don't even like making those types of videos. I just like talking about, you know, relevant topics, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to, you know, when we get into the debate, I'm not going to call him a piece of shit or whatever. I'm just going to, you know, talk to him about it, right? So to my surprise, he actually did reply, and he said, I'll definitely take you up on this soon, followed so you can DM, but watching the U.S., you know, men's national team, basically the World Cup, because USA is currently playing against a team. I forgot what the country is called, but it's like a 2-worded country. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? We can just find out right now. It's a, I don't remember. Yeah, so BIH. I forgot what that stands for. Bosnia. Yeah, Bosnia and something. I forgot what the second one was. Thank you for the $2. Bite DD. Appreciate it. Unleash. My brain is fried from the heat wave. Well, I hope you feel better. Hopefully it gets a little cooler. But thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. But yeah, so what's called? He said he'll take me up on this soon, and you know he followed me so I could DM him, and we have talked in DMs now. And I said I sent you a DM. Let's give the people what they want, right? So I'm gonna reveal a few, just one detail of our DM conversation. It's not even anything that makes him look bad or anything like that. But the first thing he did was he apologized to me for making this tweet at me. He said, hey, you know, just want to say sorry. Like, I think that comment came off like a little snarky, right? Which, you know, I mean, I appreciate the apology. I don't know if it's sincere though, right? Because this is his whole gimmick at this point. Like, anybody who disagrees with him, he's just like, oh, you're fapping to, like, you know, midget BBW adult videos. Like, he says like the craziest shit, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, he just goes in and like tries to like say like the craziest stuff, and I think it's just some type of like rage bait or whatever. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I was just like, I mean, hey, I appreciate the apology, but you know, like back on topic, what we're doing, what would work best? You know, do you want to use Discord, Twitter, whatever? So yeah, he said I was actually trying to get this done tonight, right? I don't know if he like wants some time to prepare or whatever. I mean, again, I'm not claiming to be any type of like great debater or anything like that. You guys know I'm an idiot. And in fact, he might kick my ass in debate. But, you know, I have spent a lot of time talking about ID verification. So I think I can lay out some pretty good points. And in fact, a lot of the major, you know, what you would call stories about ID age verification we've actually talked about it on the channel, and we've actually been first to a lot of things, right? So I'm pretty confident that, you know, it'll go well. But, you know, the thing is, like, if he wants time to prepare or something like that, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I do believe him, and he likely is watching the World Cup game. You know, I know a lot of people are. I have it pulled up on one of my monitors. You know what I mean? It makes sense, right? But again, the reason I'm not going to go in super hard on him today is because, again, I don't want any excuse of pulling out for any reason. Like, oh, I watched your stream and you were saying all this horrible shit about me or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't even want to have that be on the table as something like that, right? Sound like a good debater from the videos I've watched? I don't think so, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Again, I don't claim to be a master debater. Apparently he thinks I'm a master baiter, but, you know, that's a different topic. But I don't claim to be a master debater or anything like that, but I think I can hold my own. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is more so about people communicating their thoughts to each other, right? Not more so about, oh, I want to win or whatever. I'm not going to approach it that way, you know? I just want him to understand where we're coming from. And if he argues in good faith, this can actually be a pretty good conversation between two people, right? I do notice that he, you know, accepted my, you know, challenge for like a debate. I don't remember him doing that with anybody else. But I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go in there and like hit him with all the ad hominems and tell him he's a piece of shit or whatever. Let's just have a conversation, bro. I mean, I'm an adult, you're an adult, let's do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to touch on that whole anime thing again, because this is like a huge, like, if you guys can, like, you guys have showed me how to search things up on Twitter before, but I keep forgetting because I'm stupid. But like, we could literally look through his profile right now and search up how many times he's mentioned anime. I mean, this guy seems to really dislike people who watch anime. Like, that's like his go-to argument. So he says over here, half the anonymous anime accounts yelling at me in the replies are posting tentacle adult videos on main. Well, what? There's no way that's true. That half the people in your replies with anime accounts are posting that. I mean, that's insane. You know what I mean? Thank you for the $2, Dorothy. Appreciate it. Remember, Jonathan Haidt caused age gating madness. Yeah, you said with this book, right? What was it called again? I totally forgot. But thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. Thank you for another gifted sub on Twitch, Blue. Really appreciate that, man. Let's get some W's for Blue again. Let's get some W's for Dorothy as well, and that's for everybody who donated. But yeah, I mean, the whole anime thing, right? You guys can remind me how to search stuff up. Folks, they're roasting me for being a Pokemon master. Again, I don't know if he's like trying to argue in bad faith or whatever, but no, the point wasn't that you play Pokemon or that you're a Pokemon master per se. It's the fact that you seem to have a problem with people who watch anime and you reference them as people who are against ID age verification, but you yourself have spent a lot of time playing Pokemon, the trading card game, which is based on an anime. So like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? It seemed hypocritical was obviously what Julie was pointing out, but again, I don't think that John is that stupid. I think he's trying to like make some jokes here, you know? So, okay, here you go. Here's another one, right? This anonymous man speaking his truth, presumably while looking at weird fetish, you know, videos on another browser tab. It's just like Alexander Hamilton writing the Federalist Papers under a pseudonym. It's the same thing. So again, I think he's pulling to like obscure Twitter accounts with this type of stuff. And he's like trying to use them as like, they're the majority or whatever. But in reality, the majority of people, I mean, first of all, who gives a shit if that's what they want to do on their time, whatever. It's more so you should address their argument as opposed to looking at what they do in their extra time. You know what I mean? Because what if somebody was to do that with John, right? John, you know, he used to be technically involved in politics. I guess he still is involved in politics, but I think he technically used to be an actual politician, right? So let's say he makes an argument in court about, I don't know, something, you know, something in Congress. And then they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, John? You're a fucking Pokemon player. Get the fuck out of here with that. You know what I mean? Like, what does that have to do with the argument that you made? It's just weird. You know what I mean? It's just like you're bringing up something totally irrelevant that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So, yeah, I don't know. Worried about digital ID, but not worried about enough to withhold his personal identifying info and his $8 a month from Elon Musk. I think, so he's, I guess, referring to this person. But you don't have to... I don't know. I feel like that's weird. That's such a weird thing to bring up. I don't know. I feel like that argument doesn't make any sense. But again, maybe we'll discuss it tomorrow. But yeah, he just makes a lot of arguments related to, like I said, anime and watching adult videos. That's like his main thing. You know? I don't know. It's just really weird. He found his calling. Make sure you're prepared. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but I don't need to prepare. This is a very simple argument that is made, you know? And in terms of things that I can reference, my reference is right here, buddy. This whole channel. You know what I mean? This whole channel is my reference. I have made all the videos about all the bad stuff that has happened related to ID age verification, or at least most of it. You know what I mean? I can literally reference my own channel, which has all the sources. So I'm not going to prepare anything, to be honest. I have nothing to prepare, and I've never been anyone to script anything anyways. If you listen to my videos, obviously it's not scripted. I literally just press record and I just talk. And then if I stumble my words like I do sometimes because I'm stupid, I cut that part out, then I re-say the sentence. That's how my videos are. I never scripted shit. Actually, the only thing I did script was like, I remember like I made like two kind of like mini documentaries that had a little bit of scripting there because I wanted to be a little bit more professional. But yeah, I mean, I'm not, I don't need any notes or nothing. I'm just going to go straight off the cuff. And again, this doesn't have to be hostile. You know, it's something that can be pretty cordial. I mean, it'll be cordial on my end. You know what I mean? But I am going to reference this type of stuff, like the whole anime thing. Like, I really am curious. Like, does he just hate people who watch anime? Or do you minimize someone's arguments based on what they do in their personal life? I mean, it doesn't really make any sense. So, you know, just to, you know, reference, like this guy claims to be a Trump official or a former Trump official. And I believe that is true. I looked into it a little bit, right? And, you know, he's founder of this Populist Solutions, senior advisor of this thing over here. I think I tweeted at them before because they were supporting ID age verification. But yeah, stuff like that. I was able to find some other stuff as well, and I'm not doxing him here or anything. This is all just things I found in one Google search. There's some contact information for like the American Principles Project. I blurred that out because obviously I don't want them to like people to like call them or whatever. But just some of like his like employment history over here, as you can take a look. So he works with the American Principles Project right now, and he was a senior policy advisor for the FTC. So he did hold a position that has, you know, somewhat like political power, you know. Are you going to sue for defamation? Okay, first of all, I don't even have any money. Second of all, I'm not in the business of suing people. Thank you for the $2 though. No Trey, I really appreciate it. In fact, I mean, a lot of the reason why a lot of people are here is because I almost got sued once. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, but you know, this whole thing. A lot of people are here on this channel right now because there was a channel that had like an impersonation thing going on with me, and they threatened to sue me if I kept talking about it. So I'm definitely not suing anybody, man. Also, I don't have any money. But yeah, so this is kind of like his political history or whatever. I mean, there's some awards here. I don't know how objective these are, but like Washington DC's 500 most influential people of 2023 and 2022. So, I mean, I don't know, like for the legal fund. Thank you for the $2, Blue. Appreciate it. I'm usually the one getting sued, guys. I'm not the one that sues anybody. But yeah, thank you so much, Blue, for the $2 and the 2 gifted on Twitch and the 10 gifted on YouTube. My man, appreciate you, dude. But yeah, anyway, so my point is that he has been in or around politics for a very long time. He's somebody who I would assume is, you know, trying to be serious with his position. It's just the way he, you know, argues it is just really weird. So here's another thing that he tweeted today that got like massively ratioed. Parents know to age verification isn't quite the persuasive talking point the anime bros seem to think it is. So again, he's bringing up anime. I mean, if there's something you want to tell us, John, you can be, I mean, are you secretly an anime fan, my man? You can be honest, man. There's nothing wrong with liking anime. I love Dragon Ball Z, man. Maybe we can relate on that. But why do you always bring up anime? No matter what it is. This guy probably freaking trips on the sidewalk, sees that it was built too high, and he's like, man, these fucking anime fans are building these sidewalks too damn high. It's like, what is everything about anime? Like, I don't know. Thank you for the $2, Bite Deity. I really appreciate it. Seems like this guy just wants to make anime illegal. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm telling you, like, anime is in every single tweet. Those are his only arguments. You like anime or you watch adult videos. Exactly, Edgar. You love Dragon Ball Z too, so you're a man of culture. There you go. But anyways, yeah, so I would love to address this point with him because this is true. I mean, parents and guardians need to do their job and monitor what their kids do. Is he saying that they shouldn't? Is he saying that that's not a parent or guardian's job or responsibility? Because it is. I'm going to assume he's going to make the point that, oh, these social media companies are so dangerous and they have all this bad stuff happen, which I have literally agreed with. I make that point in almost every single video I make. A lot of social media companies like Meta, for example, or like Roblox or Discord have been investigated and deserve to be investigated. I have said, I have called for investigation on those platforms, right? But that doesn't mean that the solution is everybody having ID age verification. He's following me because we set up a debate, so he followed me so we could DM each other. Hex. I'm not going to follow him back, though. But yeah, so he says, but please keep using it. You're crushing it right now. So I could just show a lot of the people who, made some arguments against him. And again, I'm trying to assume that he's arguing in good faith here, right? So somebody replies and says, not an anime bro here, but let me explain to you what empowering child safety really looks like. Both my parents are Christian conservatives, but they didn't need legislation to teach me internet safety. When I was younger, my parents monitored how much screen time I got. As I grew older, they guided me and taught me how to use the internet responsibly. And if I made a mistake, they were quick to correct me, and if necessary, discipline me. That's what empowering child safety looks like. Parenting kids is a kid's parent's job, not the politician. Thank you for the $5 antagonistic. I really appreciate it. He's literally attacking a culture. Sounds like racism to me. Just saying. I mean, I don't want to make that accusation, but I mean, he is, though. I don't know what his problem is with anime specifically. Like, it sounds like he's okay with, like, American cartoons, but is anime the problem? I mean, it's just weird. It's a weird thing to say, always mentioning anime. Yep, there you go, Punky Snarks. You jumped right ahead. That's exactly what I was going to say. So if you notice, this person communicated this in a very respectful way. No insults, told a personal story, gave an anecdote, and explained why he disagreed, right? And all this guy replied with is dumb. So, I mean, as much as I want to be charitable and I want to, argue in good faith and all that type of stuff, if Jon comes to the debate tomorrow with this type of energy, I'm not going to take too kindly to that. But as you can see, this person very respectfully communicated their opinion. And regardless of whether you agree or disagree, it was respectful discourse, right? It was just him kindly explaining why he disagrees. And he just says dumb, right? So this person says, so you think it's dumb that my parents went out of their way to teach me to use the internet responsibly instead of letting the government do their job for them? I'm assuming Jon didn't reply to this. Oh, he did. Okay. Well, we have more to read, fellas. Thank you to everybody who's watching, by the way. I really appreciate all the guys and gals in chat. I really appreciate all you guys. Thank you to everybody who has donated. Not necessary, but very much appreciated. Really appreciate you guys. But anyway, so continuing on. This person says, Jon is disingenuous and doesn't actually engage any of the concerns people have. He just name calls. I have to agree. I'll be honest. Sounds like you had really good parents. I'm glad they took the time to teach you internet safety. So Jon replies and says, the idea that if parents are just, quote, good enough, nothing bad will ever happen, no one will ever harm kids is insane. This is a point that literally nobody has ever made. Nobody said that if parents are just good enough, then nothing bad will ever happen to kids. We are talking about percentage chances. If a parent is monitoring the online activity of a child, like they should be, by the way, because that's their damn job, then the chances of the child experiencing tragedies on the internet and in life in general is much lower. That is the argument being made. So I feel like it's kind of like a straw man fallacy, right? You're trying to minimize the argument and make it so someone said something they didn't say. I mean, I'm not a philosopher. I might be using the wrong fallacy here, but he's basically trying to minimize the argument by arguing something that nobody ever said. Nobody ever said that if a parent is good enough that nothing bad will ever happen to a child, and no one ever made that point. We're talking about percentage chance. Your percentage chance of not encountering something bad on the internet is much higher if your parents watch exactly what you do. So again, very, very disingenuous minimalization of an argument, in my opinion, right? So this person said, no one said that good parenting will automatically keep your... Okay, wow, all right. Looks like we're on the same wavelength here. No one said that good parenting will automatically keep your kid from harm and deny them access to bad influences. That's a straw man fallacy. Of course, kids will eventually come across harmful and ungodly influences because we live in a world cursed by sin. Okay, so he's getting a little religious here, but parenting kids the right way is one that guarantees results. No one said it's 100% perfect. It's just a more efficient method. Exactly. You're right. I agree. We're not talking about 100% success rate, because there's not 100% success rate of anything other than the fact that we're all going to kick the bucket one day. But, we're talking about efficiency. So the efficiency of a child not seeing bad things on the internet is a lot higher if their parents actually care. This guy isn't even worth being on your podcast, DH. He's a lost cause. I don't know. I wouldn't call this a podcast. But I know I still want him to come on for two reasons. One, he is one of the most prominent voices. Believe it or not, he's one of the most prominent voices in this whole ID age verification fight. So I want him to come on and we can have a discussion about it. And two, I'll be totally honest with you guys. It'll be great entertainment, and I think it'll do good numbers. I'm candid. I've never lied about shit like that. I think it would do good numbers, and I think it would entertain you guys a lot. That's another reason why I want to do it. Thank you for the $10, Junkie. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I assume he thinks that everyone who watches anime is a pedo, even though anime is a huge part of U.S. culture now, and anime itself is not harmful. I think you're 100% correct, Junkie. That implication is definitely being made from him. I can show you other tweets. You guys are a lot smarter than me because I'm an idiot, but if somebody could remind me how to search up a quote that somebody has made on Twitter, we can find it. I will literally look on his whole profile, just searching for the word anime, and we're going to find him just shitting on anime the whole time, right? So here's another, thank you for the 10. I really appreciate it, Junkie. Here's another person saying, dude, listen, parents should be parents, not the government. My parents always taught me to be careful outside. Same goes on the internet. If you can't teach your kids that, just cancel your internet plan and take away your kids' phones. It's that simple. And they said, why not both? It shouldn't be illegal for adults to knowingly send adult content to children. Once again, whoever said that was okay? I'm so confused. Whoever made that argument that is something that is okay? But at the same time, John, what is your solution to that? Are you advocating for every single message ever sent to be scanned? Because that's another thing. That is something called chat control, my friend, and that's something we can have a discussion about tomorrow as well. Because nobody ever said that this was okay. But again, if you think the solution to that is chat control, which is literally monitoring every message that's ever sent on any type of communication service or device, that is fucking insanity. That would be mass surveillance on a different level. That would be even worse than ID age verification. Imagine every single message you send to anybody is constantly scanned. Fucking hell, man. Like, I don't know what is the limit? And this is something I'll ask him tomorrow too. Like, where is the line? Where are we going to draw the line? Like, so it's dangerous for kids to go outside, so they might get hit by a car. Therefore, kids are not allowed to go outside. You know what I mean? Like, the argument it's the slipperiest of slippery slopes. You might as well put fucking honey down on the ground and just keep slipping on it over and over again. That's exactly what the type of argument that's being made here. I don't know. But so they say it already is transfer of obscene materials to minors. Let's see if we got a reply here. No reply. Oh man. So this guy, keep in mind, this guy's been arguing in good faith, literally and figuratively, because he brought up some religious stuff too. This whole time he was totally polite, didn't insult John once, nothing. And then it gets to the end there where he says it shouldn't be illegal for adults to do this thing, and then he literally cites an actual law that says, yeah, you can't do that, it's already illegal. Crickets. I mean, maybe he will reply to this. It was only 3 hours ago, but I'll keep an eye and see if he replies to that one. But yeah, you guys get my point. His arguments are pretty interesting. So yeah, a lot of people were, taking issue with what he said. And you know what? Okay, let me try to do it right now. Let me see if I know how to do it. So I think, if I remember correctly, it's from, and then you type in their name, then you quote, right? And then you do anime. Is it like that? I think it's like that. So we can look up his every time you mention anime. Okay, I think I found it. I think I know how to do it now. Okay. So, oh no, the anime accounts have descended upon me. So remember, this was months ago. This was in February. So we're going to literally track every time he mentions anime. Obviously, motivations are not child protection, de-anonymize. Yeah, so his whole like thing is like rage baiting people on Twitter, you know, and I'm okay with him trying to rage bait me tomorrow because it's not gonna work. but but yeah, okay. So you mentioned anime once there. Let's see. Okay, here we go. And this is in March, so this was a few months ago. Anime profile pictures and middle-aged women combined to make a formidable ex-coalition. I salute your courage and bravery, but you cannot win this war. You are outmanned and outgunned. The children will be protected from your weird furry shit. What? What? I don't get it. Thank you for the $2, Dark Cave. Really appreciate you. Let's get some W's for him. Really appreciate the support, guys. Oh darn, didn't mean to send nothing. It's okay, Dark Cave. You can just say it in chat. I'll read what she said. But thank you so much, man. So again, the argument is people being against ID age verification, right? What the hell does furry shit have to do with it? What? So I noticed, you know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys in the chat know what the word projection means. And projection is like when, you know, you actually feel a certain way or you actually participate in something, but you constantly accuse other people of it. Almost, it's like a guilty conscience type of thing, right? So just the sheer amount of times that he mentions anime, furries, and adult videos, it's making me think something. And I think you guys are probably on the same wavelength as me. So thank you for the 20, Junkie. Really appreciate it. Let's get some W's for him. Thank you so much, dude. Also, what is wrong with hand-painted anime? Back in the 80s, Disney used Japanese artists to help with their deadlines. That is how anime got a lot of their talented artists from ex-Disney artists that were in Japan. Agreed. I mean, obviously, again, for people who watch the channel, you guys know Dragon Ball is my whole life. I love Dragon Ball. I talk about Dragon Ball every day. I mention it every stream, almost every video. I fucking love Dragon Ball. So obviously I love anime. But even if I didn't, right? And let's say I hated anime like he does, what the fuck does that have to do with what we're talking about? I'm like, we're talking about ID age verification, right? What does that have to do with what show I watch? You know what I mean? It's really weird. And also, as we discussed earlier, he literally played in a Pokemon tournament. So what is he talking about? Anyways, thank you for the $2, Bite Deity. That's it. I'm posting furry and no, okay. I appreciate the donation, but please don't send him that type of stuff, right? Because once again, that minimalizes us as a community, and that actually validates him to say, hey, look, I'm not going to do this debate with you because people are harassing me or something. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know if that's what he's going to say, but I don't even want him to have that chance. You know what I mean? So please don't do anything like that. Please don't give him any type of out for tomorrow's discussion. You know what I mean? I really don't want him to have any excuse to weasel out of this, because that is something that he could say. He could say, oh, your viewers, I don't even want to say fans because I'm not somebody important enough to be a fan of, but your viewers are sending me bad stuff, therefore I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, that would really suck. I really want this to get this conversation to happen, because again, I'll make sure that I do it in a cordial manner, but at the same time, I am going to press him a little bit, you know? But anyways, back to his mentioning of anime. See if we can find some more times he mentioned anime. I don't want to see people mentioning anime to him. I want to see him mentioning anime. But Twitter search is so ass. We're at war. The anime girl avatars must be stopped. No mercy. See, like that type of stuff makes me think he's trolling and he's doing it as a joke, you know? Which I really do think. I think he's just a troll, to be honest. I think he's, if I had a prediction, and maybe he will do the opposite of what I say right now. Maybe he's going to watch the stream later or whatever. But I think he's going to come in tomorrow super respectful. He's going to be like, yeah, you know, I was just messing with you. Like, I actually see your points on this and that. And I'm just going to be like pressing him a little bit like, all right, I appreciate that, John. But why do you hate people who watch anime? What's wrong with anime? Like, again, it's such a... It's like an argument that became about something else. You know what I mean? Because this whole argument is about ID verification. But because he keeps mentioning anime, I'll make sure I bring that up tomorrow. Thank you for the $2, Junkie. Appreciate it. Yeah, in all honesty, my first anime was Initial D. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I'm a casual. But thank you for the $2, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the numerous other donations. Really appreciate you, big dog. But anyways, that type of stuff, it sounds like a joke, right? It sounds like he's not being serious. But again, it's the sheer amount of times he brings up anime and fetish videos and furries, and I don't know, man. Okay, so it's just funny to me. Why are you posting something from an anime? Sweaty? Yikes, let's unpack this. Conflating all of anime with weird furry stuff is unfathomably bad. This is clearly an OP. Oh yeah, I don't know. Again, it's just like his mention of anime. I want to do another one, you know, the P word. But I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized for it. I'm scared to look that one up because I think some people are gonna be tweeting him some naked, naked stuff to. Okay, let's look up fetish instead. How many times has he mentioned the word fetish? Let's look this up. Thank you for the $2, Kiss One. Appreciate that. He's just projecting. He's a furry weeb himself. I definitely believe he's projecting. I mean, again, if you mention something this many times, it kind of speaks more to you than us. But appreciate the $2, Kiss One. Thank you for the 5, Stuart. Appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with anime in general. It's part of our culture. There's something wrong with him. Yeah, I mean, again, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite show. I love anime. But anyways, so yeah, this is him. This was a tweet we already saw. Okay, here we go. America needs age verification for 2 important reasons. Number 1, parents should be able to direct their child's online experience. Number 2, 9-year-olds should not be able to access hardcore fetish adult videos. Why do you keep mentioning hardcore fetish videos? Why do you keep mentioning furries? Why do you keep mentioning anime? I'm starting to connect some dots here. That there's some, like, this is like high school level, roll it in with 4 wheels levels of projection here. This is like, hey, everybody, look at the whiteboard real quick while I turn on this projection here. I mean, this is some hardcore projecting here. I don't know, man. This is like some astral projection here. I don't know. Okay. But anyways, thank you for the $5, Dark Cave. Appreciate it. People explain why age ID is bad and how they were taught internet safety. Then he replies with, "You're dumb," when they post their argument. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, again, I thought that was so, like, that was such a douchebag move because the person talking to him was actually being really respectful. And the thing is, I'm usually pretty respectful too when I talk to these guys, but I will always return the energy that you give me, right? So when he accused me of fapping daily to hardcore videos or whatever, then I'm sorry, buddy, you look like inbred Eggman, you know? And I do acknowledge the hypocrisy of that I'm not showing my face. I'm, made a joke about his looks or whatever. I understand that's hypocritical. I'm a lot uglier than he is, and I will admit that right now. But I thought it was funny. That's why I tweeted it. But yeah, anyways, so the 9-year-old thing, right? Obviously, we'll read some replies, but I wanted to read the community note for you guys real quick. These goals can be achieved and applied through parental controls, which is, as of 2026, exist in a variety of methods which are quite broad in their application. Implying that the government must enforce said goals because parents are incapable is misleading. So yeah. Okay, here we got some more stuff in the rear. What's up, Nova? How you doing? No way he's sober? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never even heard him speak before, so I think it'll be a fun experience. Like I said, I'm all for keeping things cordial. I haven't went in hard at him at all in this stream. Like I said, I don't want any type of excuse to for him to get out of this one. Chris Hansen might have a field day with this guy. Why don't you take a seat? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not making no accusations, nothing. You know what I mean? I'm just let's just keep it cordial, and I'll save it for tomorrow. You know. But anyways, I respect the hustle of all the dudes with anime girls and Okay, I'm an idiot. I don't even know how to say that. Anthropomorphic foxes in their avatars. Really, I do, and you do you. But 83% of Americans agree with me. This is happening this year. No way that is true. Absolutely false. I don't care what research this is. That is just bullshit. They must have polled 70-year-olds. There is no way that 83% of Americans are okay with ID, age verification, digital ID to use any website and social media. No, that is so wrong. I don't mean to be one of those people who like deny facts or whatever, but that is obviously a very biased poll. I would have to look into that research. That research must have been done, I don't know, in a cave or something. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So this obviously bullshit article or study or whatever. Age verification laws aren't about banning speech. They're about updating our digital infrastructure to reflect. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But yeah. Online ID requirements to protect kids are just a Trojan horse for mandatory digital ID. True. But yeah, So obviously he got absolutely ratioed. We don't really have to get into that too much. That's kind of, no offense, John, but that's kind of like a regular thing for him. But yeah, again, he mentions fetish stuff a lot. I'm scared to look up the other word because I feel like some adult videos might come up from people tweeting them at him. But yeah, my point is that he mentions anime quite a bit. That's a kind of almost all what he talks about. He just talks about the fact that people watch anime, you know. But yeah. Wait, hold on. As much as we adore you, you have yet to disclose where your big bucks have come from. We wait. I don't dox CPP donors. I like to keep them. Okay. Well, I don't know what that's all about, but the person. Okay, who is this? Who's this guy? APP. Okay, so it's literally one of his. It's the president of the place that he works for. So obviously, this person is not objective at all. So the personal attacks from Julie at this point are just so predictable. Pokemon, we're talking Pokemon. Julie wants your kids access it. Get the, oh my god, this guy's a moron. He's an absolute fool. So he's saying that she's making personal attacks, you know, whatever, fair enough. Let's say for argument's sake he's right. Your man, one of your people that work with you, literally said earlier in the same day today that because I disagree with him, that I jerk it daily to hardcore adult videos. So what are you talking about personal attacks? If you have a problem with personal attacks, you might want to go look at Mr. John's Twitter here. I mean, I don't know. Thank you for the 5. I believe that's pounds. Thank you for the 5, or it might be euros. Sorry, I'm stupid. But regardless, thank you for the 5. Robust online age verification started in the UK, which lets kids get masks. Oh God, Nairo and spreads info on that. Weird. Thank you for the donation, Sterile. Really appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, if personal attacks are an issue, I mean, we literally just spent the last 20 minutes talking about the fact that this guy vehemently insults anybody who watches anime or, you know, anything like that. I mean, I don't know. There's other people who have like, so somebody asked him if he's willing to do a public debate, and he said he's going to do something similar somewhere next month or whatever. But honestly, you know, again, hopefully we can get it done tomorrow, because if one, everybody can access it for free on this YouTube channel, and 2, that way we don't have to like go to an event to hear it. You know, we can all just do it on the internet, you know. But if some people, I'm not gonna say who, but if certain people get their way, they're gonna you guys are gonna all have to submit an ID to watch the stream first, you know. Someone report me to the authorities for being too good looking. Oh no, dude, I'm ugly as hell. If I showed you guys what I would look like, your eyes would burn off. There are already controls in place. I think this stupid fuck might be you, but I mean, he is right though. I mean, there are parental controls on pretty much every single social media. Holy shit, this ratio is insane. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let's read some of this. So he talked about the fact that the Screen Act passed. He means the Kids Act as a whole, which is a bunch of laws put together. What's it called? We are one step closer to national age verification requirements for adult websites. John, just admit why you're actually doing this. Saves you the trouble of looking like a moron. To protect kids from online adult videos and to give parents more authority to direct their kids' online experience. This will be something I would love to ask him about tomorrow. Because I have one question. How? How does making the government have the power to mandate ID age verification on adult websites and social media, how does that give parents the ability to direct their kids' online experience? If anything, that makes it so the government does it. If anything, the way to empower parents to be able to do that is I'll teach them how to use the parental controls that they have on every single social media, teach them how to block certain websites on a router, and teach them how to make sure that you can block websites on your browser. So what are we talking about here? It really, like, that argument doesn't make any sense at all. So in other words, you gave your, oh God, gave your, Ray William Johnson, didn't expect to see him here. Oh, what a blast in the past. But yeah, he got absolutely ratioed again. I mean, it's kind of like his daily thing. It kind of just gets ratioed every day. So that's why I'm actually kind of shocked that he agreed to, you know, do this tomorrow. We'll see if it actually happens though. I mean, I'll be ready. But we'll see if it actually happens. I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, assume that he's being genuine and this actually will happen. But again, I know some of you guys are going pretty hard at him in the comments right now, but the reason why I'm holding my fire and I'm not saying anything too bad is because I don't want to hear any excuse on why this can't happen, you know? John's alter ego may as well be Ratio Man. more like ratioed man. But yeah, so here's oh yeah, no, we already saw this one. Yeah, that was also a pretty interesting argument. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, him telling me that oh my god, he got a like. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause, guys. Awesome, dude. There we go. But yeah. What else we got here? One like, it was himself. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not arguing relevance over here. I don't care about numbers. He's way more relevant than me. I'm irrelevant, but I just thought that was funny. Okay, this one is a bit of a serious one. I think I might tackle this more with him in person, but just want to briefly mention it right now. I'll just point out how absolutely insulting it is when these advocates attack the parents of kids who died by, that word. I can't say it. We'll say ending their lives, right? Be a better parent. My God, I expect it from... Oh, man. Come on, Jon. So, I don't know. Like, using that as an insult itself, like, really just shows a lot of mental immaturity. He hates autistic people. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, so, again, anime gets thrown here as well, but then he mentions autistic people. I mean... yeah. Come on, Jon. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but you are tweeting some fucking really messed up shit. But anyways, let's address the point. I don't, again, who the fuck has attacked the parents of the kids? Should they have been more careful with their child's behavior? Yes, I think even the parents themselves would admit that. But nobody's attacked them, dude. I mean, I'm sure you're going to pull some obscure post of some edgelord, attacking the parents or whatever, but don't act like this is a common thing. I mean, it's the internet. There's always going to be assholes on the internet. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm low key. I mean, I would consider this a pretty asshole-ish statement. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, there's always going to be bad actors on the internet. Like, you can't use them to generalize everybody, right? So I don't know, man. So he expects people like me to do that. Autistic and loves anime. How disrespectful when discussing. Yeah, it was not warranted to say that. That's really fucked up to say. I almost feel bad for these guys, like you, blah blah blah. So those are, like, again, he's pointing to people who are like some people who DM him every now and then and stuff. I mean, again, if you have any type of following on the internet, you're gonna get messages like that. You think that's bad, motherfucker? You ever heard what the UTTP has said to me? Like, come on, man. And also, yeah, I mean, this is actually a good point too. You called several people pedos for not supporting what you did. You throw petty insults around and block when you get confronted with statistics that go against your narrative. Get off your high horse, buddy. I mean, that's true, right? And so instead of, again, arguing, like addressing actually what he said, he just quotes statistics, Lamau. And I'm going to assume that some people in the comments did show him some statistics there. Thank you for the $2, Ryan. Appreciate it. Dang, Junkie made some good points, solid points tonight. Thank you. Good night, buddy. I really appreciate the $2, man. All right. Wow, what a well thought out response. And who is funding your efforts anyway? Of course, yeah, I don't know. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if anything, also by showing these people's DMs, you're validating them by showing them if they want to get your attention, then they just have to DM you horrible stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. Man, focusing too hard on one word that he missed a point of the tweet. Exactly. Yeah, that seems to be another kind of like common thing. But yeah, I mean, he seems like he rage baits people, which again, I'm shocked that he agreed to this. But once again, I just want to reiterate, I'm going to keep saying this because it's important, right? I'm not going to come at him any type of bad way because I don't want him to find any excuse to get out of this, right? I don't want this to be anything where it's like, oh, you're doing ad hominems or whatever, so I'm not going to do this debate anymore or whatever. I'm not going to do any of that. Let's just talk about it. And yeah, I think I think that it'll be a very entertaining conversation for you guys for sure. And I don't need to prepare shit. I'll be honest. Don't need to prepare anything. I already prepared everything I needed to by making videos on this channel. Because I got everything I need right here. So yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Need to destroy people professionally? Yeah, and I'm not even in the business of destroying anyone. I don't want to destroy him per se. I just want him to communicate his argument, and I'm gonna hit him with so much stuff that he's not gonna expect. That I think he'll I think it'll be interesting. I don't want to say too much. I think it'll be interesting. And also, you know, through conversation, I'm not an interrupter. I like to let people make their point as long as they don't give a soliloquy and go talk for 3 minutes straight. But I'll let him make his point. Hopefully he lets me make mine, you know? But yeah. Bet John will identify adult website as an educational site, anything related to an open source. Yeah, there's a point that I'm gonna make to him related to that, but I'm not gonna spoil it, you know? But yeah, there is a point that I'm going to make to him that relates to that, right? So we'll get into that. Okay, yeah, here's another one of the tweets that, again, makes me think that he's actually just like rage baiting people. He's just trolling people. So this person says, I can remind you no person actually wants this and it'll be fought. And they showed a statistic that said only 13% of people believe the government has the most responsibility for protecting young people from online dangers. Of course. This is and again, this is another question I will ask him straight up. I want a straight up answer, yes or no, or this or that answer. Do you think that parents are the most responsible for moderating their kids' online behavior? It's a yes or no question. I would love to hear the answer to that, because if the answer is anything other than yes, what are we talking about? Because who the fuck bought the phone? And who the fuck pays for the internet? Superman? No, I think it's the parents and the guardians, right? So, I mean, again, nobody has made the argument that parents need to monitor every minute, every second of their child's online activity. Quit your job and just monitor what your kids do. Nobody ever said that. What we're saying is, if you are going to be giving your kids a phone and allowing them to access the internet at a very young age, you should watch what they do. And it's very easy to do that. That's all it is. And if anybody argues against that, again, I'm questioning why you became a parent or a guardian if you don't want to monitor your child's activity. Just, again, it'll be a very interesting argument. I can't really think of a counter argument for that, but I'd love to hear it. Can I just say, even if I were a pro-age verification chud, I'd be grossed out. Why are politicians so uncomfortably unprofessional and do snapbacks today instead of looking how they're supposed to dress? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Being a senator and say you have fans feels very right. He's not a senator, by the way. I don't know why you're not a rock star, my guy. You're definitely not being one after this. I'm not an elected official. I'm just a guy. Uh-oh. A guy whose name is in the e-files? Wait, is that true? I don't know if that's true. Okay, well, let's clarify that. I don't know if that's true or not. Common sense, you need to keep an eye on your child's online presence, not the government playing babysitter. Agreed. I don't know if that's true, by the way, so just want to state that for the record. But yeah, if that is true, that is wild. But yeah, let's go see his the replies to his fan tweet. This image is hilarious, by the way. Like, this image is, I've been seeing this go around a lot. Wait, is he actually? I don't know. Someone confirmed that statement. Yeah, I don't know. Setting us up for disaster. This will be something that I'll bring up tomorrow too, but I expect him to have a reply to this. Everybody knows about the Discord data breach, but I will 100% be bringing that up, and I would love to hear his response to that. Kids Act is garbage. It needs to be killed in the Senate, or we'll be dealing with the same BS to come. It's time for the Senate to pass its own product coming soon. Okay. This is another person. This was the president of his organization that he's got going on, saying, you know, victory's done. The average age of first exposure is 12 years old. It's been, man. Again, I think the argument is hilarious that, like, so your kid looks at something bad on the internet, therefore make everybody hand over an ID to use the internet, to use social media. What? And another, you know, thing I will mention to him, and again, I assume he knows I will ask him this question. That's why I don't mind saying it early. But one of the things that is written in a lot of these laws is that any website that has 1/3 harmful content needs to be regulated with age verification. So isn't that literally every social media? We're on Twitter right now. You know, on Twitter, you find a lot of bots or, you know, people on OnlyFans and whatever, tweeting a lot of straight up uncensored nudity. You'll find that type of stuff on most social medias, actually. So with that logic, every single social media, hand over an ID. That doesn't sound right. Hello, Cobet. Even though not an American, it's not normal having people with no brain only keep fighting back like they think they're God. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these are draconian laws, I agree. Stream is lagging or tweaking? That's on YouTube, man. Everything looks good on my end. Anybody else lagging? Let me know. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this today because obviously it makes for an interesting conversation. And he is one of the more prominent voices on their side of the aisle. Who voted no? We'll find out soon. I'll answer your question, Jim. You know who voted no? People with brains. The people who respect the Constitution, Bill of Rights. Exactly. Exactly. That lag spikes like with YouTube. I was watching a stream earlier today, and that was happening too. So that might be YouTube. Yeah, so he's retweeting some of the people who we've tweeted at before as well. The bill is not perfect, but it's good. Let's do it. Let me correct that. The bill is not perfect. It fucking sucks. Let's never do it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's another one. It is absolutely the government's job to prevent adult websites from distributing online adult videos to children. Again, how though? How are they going to be doing that? By making everybody hand over an ID, by having AI facial scans. And by the way, John, that is how it started. That is how ID age verification started. It was supposed to only be on adult videos. And what has it turned into now? Every social media. I mean, we have entire countries banning social media for people under a certain age. So, no, I don't know. To be honest, I'm tired of this age verification bullshit in modern society. Take me back to either 2021 or early 2000s when I was a kid. Didn't have to deal with this garbage. It's insane thumbnail. Love it. I'm so bad at making thumbnails, but I appreciate it. That is. I mean, I'm bad at every aspect of YouTube, but that's the thing I'm worst at. I don't know how to make thumbnails. What up, Schlepp? How you doing? Oh, Schlepp, you missed it. We're gonna have a. Well, you didn't miss anything at all, actually. But tomorrow we're gonna be having a debate. We're supposed to be having it tonight. And it's going to be about ID age verification. He said that because I disagree with him, that I like to jerk it to crazy fetish adult videos or something. I'll try to find the tweet for you. How you doing, Schlepp? Yeah, me and Schlepp have talked about this too in the DMs. I mean, yeah. This type of stuff is, I mean, it's just mass surveillance at the end of the day. That's all it is. But I'll try to find the tweet for you real quick. He tweeted some interesting things at me, but I got him back though. I got him back. What a weird thing to say. Okay, here we go. Here. So I tweeted about a certain politician pushing ID age verification, basically saying that they were wrong for it. And he said, and I quote, "It protects kids by making it way harder for them to access the type of weird, violent fetish adult videos you presumably fap to on a daily basis. Hope this helps." Because I disagree with you? I what? So I hit him with a little clap back. What do you guys think about the clap back, guys? Just a tad bit of a clap back. Where is it? So I said, if you're so confident on your position, why don't you come on a live stream and let's talk about it? Are you just a Twitter troll, or can you actually defend your stance? Also, I would avoid making personal attacks if I were you, considering you look like an inbred hate. I'm laughing at my own joke, but it's funny. It's funny. Got his ass. Hey, if I didn't make no personal attacks, if you wanna, if you can't take the heat, you better get out of the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So he started tweeting at some other people about some other like irrelevant shit, because apparently he like really does not like people who watch anime. That's like one of his like main points. So somebody pointed out that he did a Pokemon tournament once, and then they started going back and forth. And so I tweeted this at him too, which I thought was funny too, because he was ducking me. Like, he literally called me out for no reason. And then I was like, all right, man, let's chit chat about it, right? And so I tweeted that at him, no reply, and which is fine. I'm irrelevant. He doesn't have to reply to me. He's more relevant than me. That's fine. But I just wanted to see if he would, right? So again, in one of his newer tweets where he was replying to the person who said, hey, but don't you like Pokemon? He starts saying that she's a shill for somebody else and he works for somebody else and all this bullshit. And then I replied, or I quoted it, and I said, I noticed you're always willing to tweet irrelevant bullshit, but never willing to engage in civil debate about your positions on digital ID laws. I'm doing a live stream at 6 p.m. about you, which, hello, that's what we're doing right now. Come stop by and tell us why you support mass surveillance laws. Who is this person? He is the founder of whatever the hell this bullshit is, senior advisor of the APP project of people who hate anime, and he's apparently a former Trump official and a former FTC employee. His exact position is, or was, I should say, the senior policy advisor at the FTC for this person over here, Andrew Ferguson. Thank you for the $2 by Didi. Really appreciate that. Let's get some W's for him. He has a misty body pillow. Imagine. But yeah, anyway, so that happened, and he actually ended up replying to that right over here, and he said he'll take me up on it, but he's currently watching the US Men's World Cup match, which, once again, understandable. But I said, hey, I sent you a DM. Let's give the people what they want. So in the DM, he apologized for what he said to me about me watching hardcore adult videos, which again was a very weird thing to say. And I was like, yeah, cool. I appreciate the apology. But anyways, back on the topic. When are we doing this? I wanted to do it tonight, but again, I guess you'd prefer to do it tomorrow. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., we're going to have that conversation. Show the DMs. No. I don't want to be one of those people who does that. Got to have some type of, trust in each other that we're not going to like leak each other's DMs. I mean, that's all it was anyways. He apologized for that. And then we're just trying to set up a time. That's how you make people not want to agree with you. Oh yeah, I mean, Schlepp, you obviously don't know who this guy is. He rage baits. Like, that's his thing. Like that's what he does all day on Twitter. He rage baits. He like tries to piss people off. He gets ratioed every single time. He got ratioed really hard when he was tweeting at me. It's kind of like his thing. Schlepp didn't expect to see you here. Yeah, I mean, Schlepp and I have had conversations about similar topics like this. But yeah, I mean, he's one of the more extreme cases of fucking IDH verification pushers, where not only is he in support of it, which again, we can have a conversation about that, but also is like, hey, if you disagree, oh yeah, here's a good one for you, Schlepp. Okay, here you go. I'll just point out how absolutely insulting it is when advocates attack the parents of kids who died, by, self-harm, better parent, whatever. And again, who the hell attacked the parents of them? That's disgusting. Who would do that? But this over here, I expect it from, yeah, what the fuck? I mean, I don't know, man. That type of shit to me, like, is just really unacceptable to say. And that's something that I'm definitely going to mention with him tomorrow. Because again, why can we not just agree to disagree if we have an issue? Why does it have to be turning into saying stuff like that? I I don't know. I like this is kind of just like a general thing with people when it comes to like disagreement discourse on the internet. But there's a limit. There's a line, you know. Actually, I've seen people do that. Like, well, yeah, of course. I'm sure we've all seen people do that. But we're talking about percentage chance, right? He's pointing at something and making it seem like it's a common case, when in reality, most of the people against ID age verification are against mass surveillance. We can all point to shit that happens in an anomaly and try to misrepresent it and make it seem like it's a common thing. But in reality, most people against ID age verification just don't like the idea of their data being in some database. That's where the problem comes in. And so the obsession that he has with people watching anime and quote unquote watching hardcore fetish videos or whatever, at a certain point, it really seems like projection. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion, but you know, everybody, what's up, Nameless One? How you doing? Thank you for the $20. Really appreciate it, man. I joined the stream, and the first person I see in chat is Schlepp. Beautiful stream. Yeah, shout out to Schlepp. We've had good conversations about this too. But yeah, thank you, Nameless One, for the 20. Let's get some W's for him. Oh, we can get some, you know what? Let's get some World Cup updates from him, dude. Thanks for keeping us in mind. What song do you have playing in the background? I don't know. Just some random 12-hour copyright-free music thing. Yeah, I think what's interesting is that people against ID verification also think that these platforms should do a better job moderating. Like, for instance, with Roblox. Yeah, that's every video I've made about Roblox and Discord. Every single video I've made about Roblox and Discord, I mentioned the fact that Roblox and Discord deserve to get investigated because they don't do anything at all to protect children on their platform. However, the solution to that investigation should not be, hey, everybody, hand over an ID in an AI facial scan so we can harvest your biometric data. That's not going to solve jack diddly shit. To take a page from YouTube's book, right? The good point that YouTube made, for once they made a good point. YouTube says, how do you expect us to protect people on our platform if you make it so they have to use the platform signed out? YouTube has so many parental controls where they can protect kids, but you have to actually allow YouTube to do the parental controls, which can only be done if you have a what's called account, right? So that argument works with most things, you know. Exactly, age verification and smoke mirrors. You can easily find predators on. Yeah, I mean that's Schlepp's whole thing. You know what I mean? That's Schlepp's whole gimmick, that he finds weirdos on Roblox. And I'm sure, I mean, Schlepp, you can answer this question for all of us right now. Have you still been able to find weirdos after age verification has been implemented? I can answer the question for you. Of course you have. I mean, Roblox does a fucking awful job at getting predators off their platform. So, I mean, the fact that ID age verification is presented as this be-all, end-all solution, it's laughable, really. And that's what we'll get into tomorrow. But yeah. I'd add open everyone up to identity theft. Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I say this almost every single stream. Look up the words data leak on my channel. Data leak on my channel will show you so many different ID age verification related data leaks. And remember that this is happening before most countries implementing ID age verification. Imagine the data leaks after a bunch of countries do this. They will be catastrophic. Yeah, so well, actually you can buy age verified accounts for any age range for 50 cents. That is fucking wild. That is absolutely wild. Predators can now talk to whatever age groups they want to. Exactly. I mean, so it sounds like, again, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, Schlepp. You feel free to clarify. It sounds like you're saying that it's just as bad, the predator problem on Roblox after age verification, if not worse. You know, I don't know shit about Roblox. You're the captain in that regard, but it sounds like the age verification thing didn't even help. So I mean, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And so another thing to keep in mind is that Roblox's main demographic, as we all know, is little kids. So Roblox now has this database of little children in their AI facial scans. And of course, you know what they say, don't worry, we're gonna delete it. Oh yeah, like we're gonna trust fucking what Roblox says? Yeah, okay. So I'm convinced that Roblox has some sort of database out there with all these little ass kids in their AI facial scans. I mean, it's weird, dude. It's really weird. Age verification created a Roblox black market. Oh yeah, you can say that again. Ruben Sim, another guy who does similar work to me, both came to conclusion it's worse now than before. Okay, there you go. There you go. You heard it here from Schlepp. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing? Map communities are insane on this. Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen your tweets. There are people who literally have MAP in their name, right? And they're like proud of it, and Roblox doesn't ban them. Roblox is fucking nuts, dude. And Discord is just as bad, if not worse. Oh my god, Discord is insane. I'm really hoping for another voice chat service to really rise in prominence. I'm actively looking, like I want to try to get off Discord. Roblox still use Persona? I don't know. Let's check. Does Roblox still use Persona as their age verification vendor? You are the GOAT. Thank you, Jinswa. No, I'm not. I suck. But thank you. Yep, they're still actively partnered with Persona, which again, Schlepp, I don't know if you missed that whole thing. But Persona's CEO called me out for fear-mongering. He said that I'm fear-mongering against his company Persona. So I made a video dunking on him and showing him every single controversy that Persona has gotten into over the last few years. And it's been crickets. You could hear a pin drop. I haven't heard shit from Mr. Rick Song after that. I was like, yeah, you know, you have had all these controversies. Do you want to like explain that for us? And ever since then, I haven't heard a peep from him. And keep in mind, he's the one that called me out. He went out of his way to go to one of my tweets. I wasn't even talking to him. I was just talking about Persona. And then he was like, yeah, Persona, you're fear-mongering against our company. Persona's litigated over, but yep, I mentioned that in the video. Persona had a lawsuit. I believe they still have an active lawsuit against them for mishandling biometric data. So that's pretty crazy. If you change search location to France, I always stop showing. Yeah, I already made a video on that. Thank you for the $5, John. Appreciate that. Personally excited for it to pass. I can reach out to my data brokers to easily grab ID verified internet history for politicians, including Jon Schweppe. Oh, God. Yeah, those data leaks will be catastrophically bad. Just, a little reminder here. Every now and then I like to remind you guys of this. 11 days ago, I think it actually happened like 12 or 13 days ago. Texas had a data leak of 3 million IDs, and that didn't even have anything to do with social media. If they're having a government ID leak that big and that prominent before social media bans, imagine how bad it'll be after. Oh my God, that is a scary thought. So, yeah. I could be wrong, but I think they tried to move it into private arbitration. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'll look into that. But yeah, Rick Song is, he's been avoiding me like the plague ever since he tweeted at me. Let's see what he's up to, actually. What up, Rick? How you been? What? Oh, man. This is what with Persona's trying to stop. Despite how you may feel about what we do, I believe strongly that you should have a choice to interact with humans only. I mean, for the most part, he hasn't mentioned me at all ever since that. Thank you for the $5, Ghost Fader. Appreciate that, dude. Sounds like John is assuming that anime is just fetish stuff. I think so. At first, here's the thing, Ghost. At first, he seemed like one of those people who's like really like he didn't know anything about anime. That's why he kept saying that. But then again, he got exposed for literally participating in a Pokemon tournament by this person over here, Julie. He participated in a Pokemon tournament, in a trading card tournament, and he actually like did pretty well. he was between 9th to 16th place for an official official world championship trading card game for Pokemon. Yeah. So is he gonna act like he doesn't know that Pokemon is an anime? Because that would be stupid. That's like acting. That's like you didn't know Super Mario was Italian. Fuck, he's Italian? What? It's like, what are you talking about? I don't know, man. Projection. Oh yeah, dude, this guy's floating while he's sleeping with all the astral projection, dude. I mean, this is a crazy amount of projection. But again, I don't want to go at him too hard tonight, because I don't want any excuse about the debate not happening tomorrow. You know what I mean? We're becoming like China. Yeah. I don't know. It's just mass surveillance. Seems to be into sports as well. We might have some things in common. Excited for the debate. I'll try to watch. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I mean, I'm not a personal attacker. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna keep it chill. I'm just trying to have a conversation, really. If anything, I can guarantee that I won't be the one firing personal attacks if it does happen. Thank you for the $2, Robert. Appreciate that. John should be sent to Somalia for his low IQ. Oh, Somalia. Oh, okay. Let's not generalize people like that. But thanks for the $2. But yeah, let's not be xenophobic. Thank you for the $5, John. Appreciate it. To those who say the politicians will exempt themselves from ID verification, even if they do, they can't do it for every family member. True, but I think that's a risk that they're willing to take, where they're like, I'm willing to sacrifice my kids' privacy if it means I can harvest biometric data. You know what I mean? I don't think everyone who supports ID age verification is doing it in bad faith, but I do have to think that most people are. And it seems like John has that same opinion about most of us, because he keeps accusing all of us of watching hardcore fetish videos or whatever. Preston Burns schooled this fool. Did they have a debate or like just like a Twitter spat or something? Thank you for the $5, John. Thank you for the $2 by Didi. Appreciate it. Preston, yeah, we follow each other. I think, yeah, we do. I remember following him. Yeah, they probably had a Twitter spat recently, huh? What a thumbnail! You guys like the thumbnail? Does he watch adult videos? I don't know. I mean, that's all of that is irrelevant anyways. So again, I just find it funny that keeps getting brought up. Like, who cares? Let's address our arguments, you know, as opposed to all this dumb shit. Yeah, knock on wood, but I'm surprised I didn't get demonetized for the thumbnail. I tried to censor the P word, but you know, I wanted to illustrate. I mean, this is exactly what he said to me. So yeah, I don't know. But like I said earlier, he did apologize for it. So, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. He didn't have to apologize. So, you know, I'll give him that. I just want to say good luck, and I get major gender envy from your voice. Dude, what? Your voice is probably way better than mine. Dude, my voice is awful. Well, thank you, dude. Appreciate that. People are literally making fake IDs with Keir Starmer to bypass age verification in the UK. Even if they exempt themselves, people will still technically be using their data. Yeah, well, at least Keir Starmer's out of here. Whenever someone jumps to name calling like that tweet did, is a sign that they don't have an actual argument and they're upset about it. Yeah, in fairness, I have to tell on myself, I did do some name calling after that as well. But he started it. I'll do the child on a playground excuse. He started it. So what? I called him inbred Eggman. Hey, it was funny, okay? It was funny. That thumbnail is something. Dude, you guys got to teach me how to make thumbnails. I'm so dog shit at making thumbnails. It's actually crazy. But for those of you guys who missed it, if you guys are wondering why this is my search history, we were looking up how many times he's brought up these two things, either saying the word fetish or saying the word anime. And for anime, it was quite a lot. Apparently, if you watch anime, you're basically a part of the Third Reich in his eyes. As an inbred Eggman, I don't claim John. Oh, man. Hey, John, I didn't mean anything by it, man. Please still do the debate. I think he thinks he's got the master plan. Oh, my God. I actually love Eggman's theme song. It's actually so good. I am the Eggman. You think that's like his alarm in the morning? Okay. Stop. Oh, man. It's crazy how these old politicians think we're trying to goon for not wanting to verify our age. Yeah, it's such a dumb way to minimize the argument. Okay, so you're against draconian ID age verification laws, therefore you goon. It's like, okay. I mean, like I said, we pointed out that guy who made a very well-constructed argument to him. I already lost the tweet. Fuck, man. You guys are going to have to help me find this. But there's that guy who made that very well-constructed argument against him, very polite. And he just said dumb in response. Like, that's it. About Drake and Josh all day today? And Drake and Josh, the classics, man. Let me try to find it. Is it in here? No, I don't think so. I think it was during his tweets of I can't find it. Drake and Josh's peak? Yeah, good times, man. Drake, where's the door? Name was Genesis? Yeah. But I'm trying to find the Twitter thread, like what thread it was under. I think it was here. Come on. I think it was here. Not an elected official. Was it here? I can't find it anymore. Pretty sure it was in this thread. Yeah, I can't find it. Crap. Well, point is, somebody made a well-constructed argument to him, as you all saw earlier, and then he just replied with dumb. Actually, I have an idea. From Jon Schweppe, quote, dumb. Let's see if that works. I don't think that worked. Damn it. It's just showing other people who said it to him. It's not the same thing. Damn. Thank you for the $10, Solomons. Appreciate that. The Australian social media ban was a huge failure. Literally everyone I know has not been asked once to verify their age. A perfect example that age verification is not the answer. True. We actually talked about that recently on Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. There was a statistic I saw where it said 85% of kids under 16 in Australia still use social media. Let's see if I can try to find it. I've been tweeting too much. People have been telling me to like touch this thing. It's called grass or whatever. I was like, what is that? You guys know what that is? Grass? I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah, there's this tweet about Australia. I can't find it. Oh, okay, found it. So yeah, this is what you're referring to right over here. So 85% of Australian under 16s are still using social media after the ban. Adults lost anonymity, children have VPN, surveillance infrastructure built. If it's clear that the bans don't work, why are so many countries pushing them right now? It's a type of Pokemon. Yeah, let's ask John. He's apparently the Pokemon expert. John, what's grass? He's like, oh yeah, that's like, Bulbasaur, But anyways, yeah, 85% of Australians, apparently under 16, are still using social media. And so I said, this law achieved nothing but stripping everyone of their online privacy. VPN bans are next, which proves this is all just mass surveillance. And yes, that is actually true. Both Australia and the UK have heavily discussed a nationwide VPN ban, which just begs the question, when does this end? When do we call it quits for when do we call it quits for expanding ID verification? Where does it end? You know what I mean? So yeah. But hey, something worth celebrating that we talked about yesterday. The Nebraska social media digital ID law got banned or blocked temporarily. So, something worth celebrating. Seriously want to know when it ends? Me too. I mean, I don't think it'll ever end in terms of there will always be some countries and states out there with ID age verification, but I think we can stop the massive pandemic around it, the big push around it, if that makes sense. I think that's something we can stop for sure. But overall ID age verification going to be being around, I think it's going to be around for a super long while, unfortunately. How many data breaches happened? Oh, just take a look at the channel, dude. Look up data breach on my channel. A lot. There have been a lot of data leaks. If you mean with social media or social types of apps specifically, obviously the infamous Discord one, 70,000 government IDs, likely more. The real number has been speculated to be around 2 million. And there was a social app called the T app, which is like a dating app specifically for women. You have to submit your ID onto that app, and they had a massive leak as well. There have also been random ID leaks related to things like the French government. Their ID portal ANTS had been hacked. There are currently about somebody can look this up for me. About 65 million people living in France. 19 million people got their IDs compromised. So almost a third of the entire population of France got their IDs leaked. What the fuck? And by the way, speaking of France, France is still, even after that, going to be rolling out a under 15 social media ban. So think about that. France doesn't give a shit about their citizens and their online privacy. They don't give a crap. See my notifications, see if anyone's been yelling at me or something. You guys like this? Oh man. Hey, it's all jokes. It's all jokes. VPNs can be legitimately used, for example, if you want to air gap your server, you put it on a private VPN. Yeah, and they're trying to stop that. Which again, I don't even know how you ban VPNs. Like, how is that even a thing? But yeah, I guess we actually didn't read this. Let's let's go ahead and read this. So this is about Jon liking Pokemon. That's an achievement. Wonder how much clout it would get me to put in my bio that I played Pokemon with Jon Schweppe when I was a kid. Where? I'm the ginger girl you hung out with, you, your sister, and others at Pokemon tournaments. Don't want to dox myself by using my real name. Oh man, miss those days. So fun. So he, in his own words, confirmed that he used to play Pokemon, which again, absolutely nothing wrong with that, obviously. Do what you find fun. Who cares, you know? But he himself is the fucking... the crusader against anime, and if you watch if you hate ID age verification, then you're an anime furry who likes adult hardcore videos. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, she seems like a nice girl as well. Sad that she kind of got dragged into this, but you know. Yeah, people like Jon Schweppe are the embodiment of every politician in general. Yeah, I mean, I have a general distrust of politicians in general. That's just me. I assume I can speak for most of you when I say that. And so that's another thing, I mean, about this whole thing. I mean, even Jon would agree with me on this. This whole thing is bipartisan. Both parties agree with it. Obviously, he also agrees with it. We don't. So I think we need to make it less about political parties and make it more so about we, the people, you know, standing up for our digital rights. Exactly, ACX. Yeah, me too, Thunderbolt. I would say I avoided as well. But again, this whole ID verification thing has become political inevitably, because obviously, if a bill, that's crazy. If a bill gets passed, or if a bill gets presented in Congress, obviously it has to go through the political system. What's up, Pause? How is Schweppe even pronounced? I think it's Schweppe. If I had to guess, the name is probably like French or something. I'm not sure though. What's up, Ralph? How do you even define fetish in the first place? How do you ban feet, inflation, big knees? Yeah, I don't know. He just seems to have a problem when people, I guess, watch that type of stuff. Which again, who cares? That's that's completely irrelevant to the argument at hand. Oh, this is the guy who was supporting him right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, he's just doing some other political stuff. That's another thing that I hope the debate doesn't devolve into, where it like, I don't know, he starts bringing up some points about other political stuff and he starts asking my opinion. I'm just gonna be like, listen, man, we're here to talk about ID verification. Let's keep it to that. I don't want this to end up being, you know, like someone pushing their like political agenda on this channel or whatever. I'm not gonna let that happen. He will 100%. Yeah, I mean, if he does, I'll cut him off. Do you have a cat? No, I don't have any pets. I love animals, but I don't have any pets because I'm too selfish to have a pet, because I don't want to have a pet because when they inevitably pass away, I'm going to be really, really sad and I'll be depressed, and I don't even want to go through that. So that's why I don't want to have a pet. That's just me though. VPN ban won't work. Not only that, it's unconstitutional. IMO. Yeah, I think the whole Kids Act is unconstitutional in my opinion. I mean, creating and suggesting mandates for almost all online activity, and having IDs submitted or AI facial scans, I mean, it seems like a violation of the First Amendment. Thank you, that one. I understand. Yeah, I love animals, man. I like playing with other people's dogs and cats and stuff, but I just don't want one because... Okay, I had a goldfish when I was like 8, and it died, and I cried for like a week. So I'm a little bitch, is what I'm saying. VPN isn't even one protocol. It's done so many ways, like using WireGuard or whatever. Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't know anything about technological stuff like that, but I'm sure you're right. I mean, again, banning VPNs just seems so unfeasible, impossible, rather. I mean, don't worry, I cried when my hamster died. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm not going to judge you for that. I'd probably cry too. I didn't know this about hamsters, but apparently hamsters are like you would think that they would be like depressed in a cage or something, but apparently, like, as long as you give them enough space to like burrow themselves, like and you give them like a little exercise wheel, like that's all they really need. That's crazy. Remember how devastated I was when my old cat Lenny passed away 10 years ago? Oh yeah, TK, I'm sure that would be devastating. Empowering the parents by forcing them to submit their ID to prove they're an adult. Exactly, yeah. In what world does that empower them? I don't understand. Got 2 dogs and 2 geckos, and geckos live for a long time. How long is a long time? Your snake passed away a few months ago? Snakes are cool. Did you guys know that a lot of people don't know the difference between a venomous and a poisonous animal? A poisonous animal is an animal that will like you get toxins from them by eating them or getting or touching them. But a venomous animal is an animal that actually injects toxins into you, so they either bite you or sting you. Did you guys know that? Thank you for educating us, Uncle. No problem, dude. It's actually Grandpa, so get it right. It's the other way around? No, it's not. Google it. No, it's not. Venom is given to you through a bite or a sting, and poison is if you touch them or if you eat them. Exactly, ACX. Yeah, you better check yourself. Oh, okay. He retweeted this guy too. Okay, yeah. So this guy's also an idiot. We had a little bit of a spat the other day. You know what? Might as well show that as well. Where is he? Where are you, Wade? Thank you for the $2 bite, DD. Appreciate it. Snooping as well, I see. Oh, this is live. What's up, John Scott? How you doing, buddy? Okay, where's Wade at? I was popping into a video. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Wade, I'm looking for you. No way I tweeted him this long ago. Man, I need to go touch grass, dude. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. So this fucking guy, Jon Schweppe or whatever, retweeted him. What's called? I made a tweeting at somebody who was happy about the App Store Accountability Act getting passed, which is the act where basically you have to have ID verification or AI facial scans, like download apps. So I said, if you need the government to raise your kids for you, don't have kids in the first place. Bad parenting doesn't justify mass surveillance laws. And so Mr. Wade tweeted at me, and he tweeted a whole fucking Bible at me. And basically he just kept on mentioning libertarians and that we're more concerned about whatever, even though I'm not a libertarian. I don't even know what he's talking about. Like, he just grouped me into this like group or whatever, even though I didn't even mention anything about libertarians. But you know, I just quote retweeted him, and I said, not sure what libertarians have to do with any point I made, but the law went from hand over an ID to go to adult websites to hand over an ID to use social media. If you don't see how ID verification is a slippery slope, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, not that this matters, but, you know, just got to point out, completely ratioed him. He got 80 replies and 9 likes, so almost nobody agreed with him. And then he said, incorrect. If you want to download a vector to adult content, you age verify, simple, easy step that is already in use. Whatever. I hand over an ID to vote. My children's safety. Yeah. So he just says a bunch of bullshit. And I said, I noticed that you accuse anyone who disagrees with you. You are kind of a libertarian. I mean, maybe if I look up what that is, but I don't think I am. I mean, how are you going to tell me what I am? You know what I mean? I think that's up to me, right? But anyways, I noticed that you accuse anyone who disagrees with you of wanting children to have unrestricted access to adult videos, so you obviously aren't arguing in good faith. You've been on Twitter all day yapping about libertarians and defending mass surveillance laws. Get lost, right? So then he said, none of that is deeply humorous. And that's fine. I mean, that's true. I'm not funny at all. But I was going to reply to him. I mean, I realized he was just rage baiting, though. But if I was going to reply to him, I would have said, the only thing deeply humorous here is that you're stupid enough to believe that these laws are being made to protect kids. So, yeah. But it's okay. I mean, I realize that a lot of these guys are just trying to rage bait for engagement. So, yeah. I was talking about religion. Yeah, a lot of people like reference a lot of irrelevant things. Like he mentioned libertarians, or some people bring in like religious beliefs or whatever. That has nothing to do with anything. You know what I mean? Like, let's address arguments. Let's not address, anything else. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Inbreeding Eggman? What's wrong with being libertarian? Nothing. I never said anything was wrong with it. I'm saying that I don't know why he's grouping me in with a political group or whatever when he doesn't know anything about me. But, yeah. Anyways. He tweeted something new. John, you want to come by, say hi? Our discussion is separate tomorrow anyways. But if he wants to come by and say hi, I'm down. We get it, Mango. Stop spamming. I can't find him. Holy shit, I gotta look up. Okay, there he is. What's up, John? Oh, no, I thought you said he posted something new. It's just about the World Cup game. Which he told me. He told me he'll be watching the World Cup game. So, not these random arguments they try to make never make sense because there's nothing to do with anything involving the actual subject. Yeah, it's more like a red herring. They just mention something totally irrelevant to try to like distract from the actual topic at hand. Can you talk about the Obsession movie, please? Sure. I'm just gonna lose all my viewers though if I do that. But yeah. Fun fact, the age verification is useless if parents just give kids access to the internet anyways, or kids just sneaking on their parents' verified phones, computers, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you were here for when we read the Australia statistic, what's it called? Apparently 85% of kids under 16 in Australia still use social media. So one, it didn't even work. And two, even if it did work, that just means that the kids are going to use social media logged out, where any website is a lot more dangerous logged out than it is logged in. I'm probably going to go for like another 20 minutes, Brian. But yeah, things are going good. Life's good. Parents decide act more like rich people decide act. Exactly, Flynn. You damn right. That Brian in YouTube chat? It is Sabao. Grown man complaining about anime girls like it's a spider infestation. Yeah, I really got to ask him tomorrow. Like, do you just not like people who watch anime? Like, what's going on there? Thank you for the one gifted, Brian. Appreciate you, big dog. Let's get some W's from him, man, Brian. Brian also has an emote. Fuck, he doesn't have one on this channel. My bad, Brian. Brian has an emote on my other channel, but shout out to my man Brian for the one gifted. Appreciate you, big dog. They're live debate tomorrow at 6 p.m. I was trying to get it for tonight, but couldn't, unfortunately. Tomorrow, I should specify, 6 p.m. PST. So if you live on the East Coast, 9 p.m. If you live on Central, 8 p.m. You know, I used to watch Disney Channel back in the day, back in 1932, and they would say like, oh, this show's going to happen at 8/7 Central. In my head, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I realized that they were saying the Eastern time first, and then they would say the Central time. Was I the only one confused about that as a kid, or did that make sense? Seeing you on the TK gaming show. Yeah, my man TK. Yeah, shout out to you, TK. TK's been a channel member for a very long time too. Shout out the new TK. Let me see your full username. I lost it. I'm stupid. The new TK421 play. Shout out to you, my man. You think that Taco Bell will require age verification? Hey, you know, it's only a matter of time. You know, Taco Bell always makes me laugh when I think about it, because there's this video I saw of Piccolo saying Taco Bell. I don't know why I thought this was like the funniest shit ever.
I found it. Taco Bell!
That's my humor. Taco Bell! Well, hey, there's that anime, you know, and John's gonna come in here and be like, fucking, you watching anime? Fucking, you disgust me. Tua. Sorry, man. Thanks, Bob. Taco Bell. I was gonna get destroyed by. Who knows? He might kick my ass in the debate. I don't care. I don't really care about winning per se. I just want our viewpoints as a community to be reflected, and I want to give him his, you know, chance to talk, because there's certain arguments that the ID age verification side makes that I think are so laughably dumb that I'd like to address them. You know. This guy's number one enemy. Enemy number one, yeah. Now I know why you're called Deep Humor. The funny thing is I'm not funny at all. Like, Wade was right about that. None of this is deeply humorous. He's right. I'm not funny. But at the same time, that's okay. I'm keeping the name for one reason and one reason only. Because of the whole drama that happened back in the day. He's going to dodge every question. I'll try to get him to answer some questions. Like, I'll press him pretty hard. This isn't like, this is another, I mean, this is a great thing about doing it on, you know, my platform, my channel, is because this is not a professional, you know, event. I've never claimed it's going to be a professional event. Like, I'm going to press you if I feel like you're not answering my question. Obviously, I'm not going to interrupt him all the time, and I'm obviously going to let him talk, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything that I say. I never have. I'm never going to, you know. If I feel something about something in any sort of way, I'm going to say my opinion. And if he's cool with that, cool. If he's not, then it might be a short conversation. I don't know. Where's John? It's been about an hour. He's not coming tonight, Marcus. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. PST. Yes, you're the funniest guy I've met, and I've met myself. Thank you, Brian. I'm not funny at all, man. Brian, when we playing Rocket League, dude? Thank you, Bite DD, for the $2. Really appreciate it. This guy is number one enemy of Mexicans. They love Dragon Ball. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball is a global phenomenon, but yeah, you're right. Mexicans love Dragon Ball. South America loves Dragon Ball. I mean, a lot of people love Dragon Ball. Down whenever, bro. Yeah, you're too busy for me nowadays, dude. Can't wait for the Discord age verification thing to kick me from seeing my own server. Yeah, Discord age verification is progressing as well. Like, I'm assuming all of you guys have seen the video because you guys all watch all my videos, right? But there was a video I made recently. Discord, where is it? Discord age verification has begun, talking about the fact that they are doing the global rollout and they're testing it with credit cards and Google Wallets using their new ID age verification vendor, Encode. You're making me laugh right now as I'm wiping. Dude, my man is taking a shit right now. Are you kidding me? You kidding me, buddy? Well, was it at least healthy? Wait, you said you went to Taco Bell, right? It probably wasn't healthy, to be honest. Yeah. A lot of anime that people love. How can you hate something that people love? Well, that's what we were talking about earlier, Connor. What's it called? He might be LARPing as somebody who hates anime. I mean, he apparently played in a Pokemon tournament, so he might like anime himself. Who knows? Never watched a full season of Dragon Ball, but I do like Goku's personality. You never watched Dragon Ball? Dude, that's like the most sacrilegious thing you could have said on this channel. You gotta go watch Dragon Ball, dude. Discord too, dang. You gotta switch to something else, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, Discord doesn't really have like a viable competitor right now. Like that was the case with Skype for a long time. Skype didn't have a viable competitor. Then Discord showed up out of nowhere, and they just completely destroyed them. Watch OG Dragon Ball first. Oh yeah. You can't be skipping OG Dragon Ball. Never watched it either, but I did watch Super Mario Bros. Z. Dude, I watched that too, Darby, back in the day. The Flash series, dude, those would go crazy. I used to love so many different Flash series. I'm on Fluxter, but I haven't done a lot with it. Yeah, the only thing with that, TK, is like, you know, we have a Discord community, and it's going to be hard to move everyone over to a different service unless everybody's already going there anyways, if that makes sense. Because right when Super Mario Bros. Z mentioned, oh, dude, stop playing with me, dude. I love Super Mario Bros. Z. They freaking, the guy couldn't continue it, unfortunately. So we got left in a cliffhanger. That happened with a lot of Flash series back in the day. When's the debate? Tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. We were trying to get it for tonight, but we couldn't, unfortunately. Animator versus animation. I mean, I think everybody knows that one, but like that was like the OG animation back in the day. Your opinions on Perfect Cell? He's perfect, dude. Good character, but I think I actually preferred Imperfect Cell. He was scary as fuck, and I like that. Just subscribe. Realized I wasn't subscribed after a while. Thank you for subscribing, Halupa. Appreciate that. Please make sure you guys are subscribed. I would really appreciate that. You guys don't have to donate. That's not necessary, but very much appreciated. But if you guys could leave a like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that. It's free. And plus, you don't want to miss the debate tomorrow where I get my ass kicked by the anime hater himself, Jon Schweppe. And speaking of Schweppe, you guys might have missed the appearance of Schleppe. Schlepp was here for a little bit earlier. Might still be here. I don't know. Great content. I don't know about that, Lynn, but thank you. Never watched Dragon Ball at all? What? Come on, man. You gotta watch Dragon Ball. Remember Nazo and Leash? Of course. Of course, dude. Nazo and Leash went crazy. At least that guy finished. I forgot his name. Chakra X, I think, was the guy who made it. Yeah, Nazo and Leash. Dude, I'm such a nerd. Like I will know every Flash series you guys are talking about. And I'm old too. I'm 93, so I've seen them all. Dragon Ball Z Bridge has peaked. Your thoughts? Yep. Love Dragon Ball Bridge. I think Dragon Ball Bridge is the greatest fan-made work ever made, in my opinion. Love hearing bro while I play Minecraft. Bro yap while I play Minecraft. Appreciate that, dude. What are you doing in Minecraft right now? I also watch your PlayStation video deep humor. Physical media is declining alarmingly. Yeah, what's it called? It's kind of funny. The last few videos haven't done too well, but the streams are doing really well. Do I have to become a streamer now? Deep humor, I deep fried my hamster? What the fuck? Why'd you do that? Never really watched Dragon Ball, but I do know about it heavily through so many memes. Oh, you gotta watch Dragon Ball, dude. I never watched Dragon Ball Z, but I've played Dragon Ball Xenoverse and I loved it. You're gonna play Xenoverse 3 with me, right, Brian? Wait, speaking of which, Brian, you have a PlayStation, don't you? Did you see the recent video that I made today? No more physical discs. I don't know what's going on at the PlayStation HQ, but they are destroying their company's reputation. Dragon Ball Z is dope. Oh, yep. Yep. You're promoted, Halapa. Good job. Streamer arc. I mean, you guys, I'm like pretty low key about the gaming channel, so you guys probably didn't know about it, but I used to stream every single day on the gaming channel. Brian knows this. TK knows this too if he's still here. But I used to stream every single day on this channel a game called Marvel Rivals that you guys might know. And I was playing that game. I put blood, sweat, and tears in that fucking game, dude. Yeah. So I've been on my streaming arc. This channel, not so much, but we're getting into it right now. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. What's your favorite Dragon Ball transformation? I mean, it's got to be Super Saiyan. I know that's kind of a cliche answer. But the original Super Saiyan transformation on Namek, it was built so well. Like the story mode, or the story was built so well. They hinted at it the whole saga. It was great. Give Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country Abridged a try. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Ralph. Have you watched the Transformers movies before? Only the first one with Shia LaBeouf. Damn, bro, you 93 run for Congress already? Yeah, I'm the prime time age for politics, apparently. Apparently they want everybody who's 98 and older. You're the number one Venom in the world, DH. Yeah, so I was never number one in terms of skill, but Brian is referring to the fact that at one point, I was ranked number one on one of the Marvel Rivals websites for a character named Venom, which was short-lived, but it was cool. The bridge is better than the original? No. I can't say that, but Dragon Ball Bridge was great. The pacing was bad? Yeah. I mean, the pacing was a little slow, but I mean, remember, it was an anime made in the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, it's kind of like difficult to compare it to modern anime, you know what I mean? Yeah. Should continue streaming on this channel more. It seems to be helping with your channel's growth, which is good for getting word about the age verification stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to. Thank you, Green Juice. I love you, Green Juice. DP for Congress. He's bottom 1% age for Congress. For me, it was Super Saiyan 3. Did a cosplay of it when I was 8. There's even a video of me screaming for 5 minutes transforming. That's so funny. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 was legendary. Unfortunately, that form isn't that useful. My favorite transformation in terms of aesthetic, though, is Super Saiyan 2. I like the sharper hair and the lightning and all that. It's really cool. All these squares make up a circle. Yeah, my man, Mr. Popo, dude. This guy's good. DH top YouTubers. Get out of here, 26 byte. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. John is going to get frame mogged by DH's amazing voice. You guys are capping, dude. My voice is ugly. Stream makes for a great background noise. Thank you. Thanks for having me, DH. Unfortunately, I have to go now. I finished wiping and got other stuff to do. It's nice to talk to you. Thank you, Brian. I'm glad you finished wiping. Thank you for the $5, Flitch. Appreciate that. I added you in a tweet a bit ago. Can you check it out when you got time off stream? Same handle, by the way. It has to do with Schlep. Love your videos. Thank you, Flitch. Appreciate it. I'll take a look. Appreciate everybody for donating, guys. Again, not necessary, but very much appreciated. What was your prime? What was your reaction to seeing Prime Megan Fox in Transformers 1? Yeah, I mean, obviously she's attractive, but as a kid, I was more interested in Transformers. The cars. All these squares make a circle. Your voice is probably better than John's. I don't know, man. My voice is pretty ass. I think he'll beat me on that one. Excited for this debate tomorrow. Yeah, me too. It'll be fun. I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna prepare in any sort of way. I'm just gonna wing it. Your voice is perfect. Get out of here, Ralph. Thank you, guys. As an adult, I'm more interested in Transformers. Yeah. Brian's motto is "She ain't my lady if she ain't 280." I'm just kidding. I love your voice. Get out of here, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you, Ghostly Turtle. Thank you, Jirai. I almost read your name as Jiraiya. Pervy Sage? It's an appealing voice. Guys, stop. If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Your voice sounds fine. You're a nice person too. Thank you, Halapa. Hope I'm saying your name right. Appreciate that. You guys are nice. I say this in most streams as well, but I am very, very proud of the community we've managed to build. A loser like me managed to build such a wholesome, nice community where everyone's really smart too. I like that. Thank you, Trey. You be a narrator? Narrator for what? According to John, I'm a narrator for hardcore fetish adult videos. Oh, man. Speak for the majority here. We enjoy how much you interact with the chat despite how many people are talking. You're very cool for this. Thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, I pride myself for that because, again, why do you stream if you don't read the chat? What's the point? I wish DH was my alarm clock. Oh, dude, my annoying ass voice would wake you up right away. You're just a chill guy. Thank you, Ide Monacat. Appreciate that. Everybody who's willing to change can change to the best forms of themselves. I like that. I think Socrates told me that once back in the early 1400s. Deep humor is my ASMR content. PlayStation being sued because their app store is being accused of running like a monopoly. Ironically, after they said no more physical discs for games. Really? Oh, I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Furmat. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kazel. Castle Minir or Minor. Minir? I don't know. You're lulling me to sleep. Are you nuts? Dude, I know. That's how boring I am. Honestly, T-Beamer's voice could be very effective at ASMR. Yeah, it's so boring it puts you to sleep. I feel like this situation's gonna be memed to oblivion when it's all over. Yeah, it's already kind of being memed right now. I mean, it's so fun. Look, what are the odds, dude? We're scrolling and we just find. I mean, this is like probably the most popular meme that's been associated with this so far, but it's pretty funny. I do like that they included a tag for both political parties to show that this is bipartisan. But yeah, saying that as a compliment. Yeah, but I like to dunk on myself, you know. At least you don't have a content creator voice. I feel like people would mass subscribe and start using one. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I hate when people do that. And make sure you guys smash the like button and all that bullshit. I'm not doing all that, man. I hate when people do that. It's like, what is that, dude? No way you get out of bed with that type of energy, dude. Exactly why I continue to watch your streams. Thank you, Ghostly Turtle. The Mr. Beast voice. You know, Mr. Beast went on one of my favorite shows recently. It's called Survivor. If you haven't seen Survivor, go watch it. Great show. But he was there as a guest appearance for their 50th season because they had a big, important season, their 50th anniversary season or whatever. And he was there, and he was talking to the host, Jeff Probst, and Mr. Beast was saying, I noticed like you don't like yell when you like talk to them, like but everyone still listens. And Jeff just looks at him and he goes, I find when you're actually in control, you don't have to yell. And then he just looks at Mr. Beast. And I was like, oh, shots fired. So that was pretty funny. Alrighty. What are we at? Like the 2 hour mark now? All right. So I don't have a video plan for tomorrow morning, but everybody, 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, and 9 p.m. 9 p.m. EST and 8 p.m. CST will be the debate tomorrow with Jon Schweppe about the Kids Act and ID age verification in general. Make sure you guys be there. Make sure you guys subscribe and notifications on so you guys don't miss it. And don't let Jon get out of this, right? So we want to make sure we make this happen. Make sure you guys are there. We'll keep it cordial. We'll keep it cool. But I want to make sure that this shit happens. So yeah, appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who left a like in the stream. Appreciate everybody who subscribed. You guys are all awesome. Love all you guys. Love this community. And be sure to be there tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye-bye.